Hello, my name is Millicent. Well, to answer the A part of the Module 3 question and how I would use descriptive statistics to answer a communication problem or to address a communication problem, this is how I would use it. I would use the pie chart first after I decide what kind of survey I want to do. Let's say, for example, I'm trying to get a representation of how many people in the office would prefer tea or they prefer coffee, and I'm trying to look at both men and women. Well, I would first of all use the pie chart to show a visual. Because the pie chart would show you instantly which category has more people, for example. And so if I want the management to just have a visual representation of what we are talking about without yet going into details of how many women, how many men, but just to see the visual, they will be able to see the parts in the pie chart, and that shows the category that has more data or more people. So pie chart would be good as a summary. It works just like a summary where you look at it and you can tell, okay, the men want coffee or the women are drinking coffee, or how your data looks like. However, according to our book, Croucher and Cron Mills, and also according to Dr. B, the pie chart is not normally used in research. So that's just for the visual representation, just for us to kind of see what we are handling. And then there is the bar graph, which also can represent data. Now, the bar graph is also not used in research. However, in case you have a lot of categories and they're all kind of all mashed up, in a pie chart, then you can use the graph to show the representation, just to show the representation, right? However, the histogram is much more preferred in research, and so the histogram is more like the pie chart. However, the bars are connected, making it easier for me to be able to put all the categories really connected into the graph, making it easy also to be able to draw and see what's the mean, what's the mode, and what's the mean and what's the mode of the whole graph, right? So after we have done the descriptive statistics, then we move to the inference. Now, the inference statistic, that's the kind of statistic now that we take the descriptive into now a place of conclusion. So I would use this in my survey. I would use this to test the hypothesis, the null hypothesis, and also the research hypothesis, and be able to bring definite representation of whether our hypothesis match, our data. If our data that we took supports the hypothesis or not. And so I would use these parameters of testing. And so there is the t-test, which I would use if my variables is 1. And I would use the ANOVA if I have 3 variables that I'm testing, that I'm seeing, that I'm using. And also if my data has, if we are not able to make assumptions, okay, to our hypothesis, if we are not able to make assumptions of the sample to our population, then I would use the chi-square. So this is how I would use the tests, and also how I would use the graphs to be able to bring out the problem, to be able to represent the communication problem that is presenting itself in our place of work. Thank you.